What may seem to be a difficult proposition is, as I have pointed out, hard or easy in proportion to how we think about it. It may be said that three men vitally affected the thought processes of Americans: Emerson, Thoreau, and William James. Analyze the American mind even to this late date, and it is evident that the teachings of these three philosophers combine to create that particular genius of the American who is not defeated by obstacles and who accomplishes impossibles with amazing efficiency. A fundamental doctrine of Emerson is that the human personality can be touched with divine power, and thus greatness can be released from it. William James pointed out that the greatest factor in any undertaking is one's belief about it. Thoreau told us that the secret of achievement is to hold a picture of a successful outcome in mind. Still another wise American was Thomas Jefferson, who, like Franklin, set for his guidance a series of rules. Franklin had 13 daily rules, Jefferson only 10. One of Jefferson's rules was this, and I think it is priceless: always take hold of things by the smooth handle. That is, go at a job or at your difficulty by the use of a method that will encounter the least resistance. Resistance causes friction in mechanics. Therefore, it is necessary to mechanics to overcome or reduce friction. The negative attitude is a friction approach. That is why negativism develops such great resistance. The positive approach is the smooth handle technique. It is in harmony with the flow of the universe. It not only encounters less resistance, but actually stimulates resistance force. It is remarkable how from early life until the end of your existence, the application of this philosophy will enable you to attain successful results in areas where otherwise you would be defeated. For example, a woman sent her 15-year-old son to us. She said she wanted him straightened out. It annoyed her to no end that her boy could never get over 70 in any of his studies. This boy has a great mind potentially, she declared proudly. How do you know he has a great mind? I asked. Because he is my son, she said. I graduated from college Nagna, cum laude. The boy came in every gloomily. So I asked, what's the matter, son? I don't know. My mother sent me to see you. Well, I commented, you don't seem to be burning with enthusiasm. Your mother says you get only 70s. Yes, he said. That's all I get. And he added, that isn't the worst of it. I have received less than that. Do you think you have a good mind, son? I asked. My mother says I have. I don't know. I think I'm awful dumb, Dr. Peale. He said earnestly. I study the stuff. At home, I read it over once and then close the book and try to remember it. I repeat this process about 3 times. And then I think that if 3 times doesn't get into my head, how am I ever going to get it into my head? And then I go to school thinking maybe I have it, and the teacher calls on me to say something, and I stand up and can't remember a thing. Then, he said, examination come along and I sit there and just get hot and cold all over, and I can't think of the answers. I don't know why, he continued. I know that my mother was a great scholar. I guess I just haven't got it in me. This negative thought pattern, combined with the inferiority feeling stimulated by his mother's attitude, was of course overwhelming him. He froze up in his mind. His mother had never told him to go to school and study for the wonder and glory of learning knowledge. She was not wise enough to encourage him to compete with himself rather than with others, and she was constantly insisting that he duplicate her success in scholarship. Little wonder that under this pressure, he froze mentally. I gave him some suggestion that proved helpful. Before you read your lessons, pause a moment and pray in this manner. Lord, I know I have a good mind and that I can get my work. Then get yourself relaxed and read the book without strain. Imagine you are reading a story. Do not read it twice unless you wish. Simply believe that you got it on the first reading. Visualize the material as soaking in and germinating. Then next morning, as you go to school, say to yourself, I have a wonderful mother. She is very pretty and sweet, But she must have been an old bookworm to get those high marks. And who wants to be an old bookworm anyway? I don't want to become Nagna come nothing. I only want to get through school creditably. In class, when the teacher calls on you, quickly pray before answering. Then believe the Lord will at that moment help your mind to deliver. When an examination is given, affirm in prayer that God is releasing your mind and that the right answer are given you. The boy followed these ideas. And what marks do you think he got the following semester? 90. I am sure that this boy, having discovered the amazing workability of the I don't believe in defeat philosophy, will employ the amazing power of positive thinking in all the affairs of his life.